Good evening, everyone. Thanks for coming out. This is Sealed Fate, my Magic the Gathering stream, where I, generally speaking, don't play Magic the Gathering on it. So, uh, sorry about that. For anyone who might be interested, tonight I'm going to be messing around with some stuff. I'm going to be trying to use the app Delver Lens on my Android device here to import some cards into a website. So previously, for my Magic the Gathering needs, I've been using Deckbox and just entering in stuff manually. But it's been about a year and a half or 2 years since I last really kept that up to date. So it's woefully out of date. And also related to that, I have a cube, a foil popper cube that I've been keeping up to date on Cube Tutor, and that also fell by the wayside, and I haven't been doing a good job of keeping that up to date. So I want to get back into it and update both of those so I can do things like stop buying cards that I already own. It's a problem. It's a waste of money. I mean, these are cheap foil cards. It's not like I'm setting actual money on fire, but I'd like to stop doing that. So I could just go ahead and just try to update Deckbox, but instead I'm going to just play around with some things, and I've been trying to take a survey of what's out there. I've been keeping notes in a document on GitHub, and I can share a link to that with anybody who's interested. But my goal for the plan is I'm going to use Delver Lens to make a test data set of sample cards that I think might be hard for it to track. And then I'm going to see about submitting those to different websites and see if I can get to import from Delver Lens into the website. I have a bunch of different criteria I've been looking for in a website, but mainly I need something that does collection management. A lot of them are really good for deck management, but I actually need something that helps me manage my entire collection. So I don't just want to be able to just post decks, because most of my cards aren't in a deck. I also need something that supports foils and allows me to actually import Delver Lens output in some fashion such that it records that there's a foil. And I've already run into at least one site that doesn't support that. So anyway, let's go ahead and get started. And the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to use Delver Lens to create a test data set. So I'm going to go ahead and get started with that. So I already installed Delver Lens on my phone and created an account for that. I'm currently using the free version of the app, which comes with like a free trial period, which I'm still within the bounds of. So yeah, let me go ahead and turn off some stuff here so you can see what I'm about. Okay, so I put a bunch of different cards out here that I'm going to try and scan. We've got Colossal Dreadmaw from M25. These are all foil, by the way. We've got Capsize, the Invocation version, which is pretty cool. I kind of doubt it'll be able to pick up on that, given that it's in this. It's got this sticker over it and everything. I should take it out of there, but I'm going to try it first without it and see what happens. We've got Brainstorm, foil from Conspiracy. We've got Terror from M10. Yeah, I think that's the oldest card on here. We've got Ardenvale Tactician, the foil showcase frame version thereof. Focus, you fool. There we go. Beautiful card. You're welcome for letting me show that to you. And Ramenup Excavator. This is like a special printing. This is Draft Weekend, the Draft Weekend foil printing. I would have been happy with the regular one, but this was 50 cents cheaper and wasn't out of stock on Channel Fireball. So this is kind of a special version of it. So with each of these, I'm kind of just hoping to test it a little bit and just make sure, like, this is like sort of a exemplary swath of stuff that I think might be a little bit challenging. I'm less worried about the app's actually ability to scan. It's more about being able to do these cards import correctly with the right version. So I'm fairly confident Delver Lens is going to get this right. But let's go ahead and find out. So here's, you're gonna see me use Delver Lens. So by all indications, it uses up a lot of electricity, a lot of power on your device. So I've gone ahead and plugged it in for purposes of this, but so something to be aware of. So let's see. So I'm still like very new to this application. So so lists, I'm gonna click there doesn't seem to be like a way to just sort of create a list. I bet if I click on one of these, it's gonna allow me to, okay, view it. It just has one thing in it. I don't really care about that. So I want to create a new list. Not sure how to do that. Maybe I hit this. All right. So great. It says pause to tap to focus. So presumably if you're doing this at scale, you're really going to want to set this up on some sort of platform. For my purposes, this should be fine. So let's just go ahead, just for shits and giggles, we're going to see if we can get it to scan correctly, pick up on this. Let's see what happens. All right, it did not find it as a card. All right, how do I get it where it's always scanning? Oh yeah, play. If you hit play, there's this play button right here. It'll be in like continuous scan mode. So it's detecting. Yeah, it is not finding that card, which isn't really surprising because it's in the it's got a label on it and it's in the, oh, it almost had it. Can you do it? It's kind of a waste of time. Like it probably won't, and really, to be honest, shouldn't be able to do this. So I'm gonna go ahead and pause it for a second, and then I'm gonna go ahead and see if it works better if I take it out of there. I'm gonna also move this over here so I can stop looking around so much. All right. This is stressing me out. This card, I forgot how much I paid for this. It was like 35 bucks or something. So this is probably, okay, I'm gonna shut up and not mess up the card as I take it out. Look at that. I almost crinked it. Yikes. Okay. Hard to be still. All right, we're just gonna go ahead and immediately transfer this to a better sleeve. Like I can't talk and do this at the same time. It stresses me out too much. Oh my gosh, that looks a lot better in person than I would have thought. Oh, that's so pretty. Now, no one will ever see how cool it looks again because I'm going to put it in this sleeve and it's going to get double sleeved. This is for my foil popper cube. Oh, that's pretty. That is a pretty card. All right. So it's going to be hard for you to see it because the light, I don't know how to light anything to save my life. But, okay, these are kind of evenly spaced out here on the table. White background. Even though it looks like you can't see anything on this, that's just your camera. Actually, with the app, it's fine. So, all right. Let's go ahead and give this another shot. So I'm viewing it. All right, I'm gonna go into play. Found the capsize, found the brainstorm, found the terror. You gonna get it? Oh, this is interesting. Are you having trouble with this? Oh, I got a hold. Nope, it got it. It got it. Let's go ahead. All right. Oh, that was easy. And Colossal Dreadmaw. All right, and pause. But It will sometimes double scan if you kind of are just holding it over a single card. So good deposit in there. All right. Got these guys all set up. All right. What do I want to do? Do I want to put you back in something? I don't know. It's stressing me out. I want this card to be protected. Oh, it's so cool. It's so cool. All right. All right. All right, you're not part of my cube, so you go over here. And let's get these out of the way. All right. So now what are we dealing with? Okay. So I'm going to hold this here. You probably will not be able to see what happens. All right, so if I bring it over here, Colossal Dreadmaw was the Masters 25 edition. It got that. Ramanup Excavator, Hour of Devastation promos. That seems to be correct. Arden Vale Tactician, Throne of Eldraine. It doesn't say Terror 10th edition, Brainstorm Conspiracy, Capsize, Amonkhet Invocations. So all those look correct. Now let's see. Does it say anything about this being the special? Yeah. See, I don't think this is going to input correctly because I don't see anything in here that would lead me to believe that it's the showcase frame as opposed to the regular frame, unless it's doing something different under the hood. I mean, it knows it's Arden Vale Tactician, but it's not necessarily the right edition of it. I guess the way to test that would be, do I have an Arden Vale Tactician around here that I can cross-reference it against and see what it does? Not in this pile. Anything over here? That's all my random stuff from the mystery boosters. Okay, so not immediately on hand. Let me go, I'll be right back. I'm going to go grab a different stack of cards that I can cross-reference this to. See if I have a Arden Vale Tactician we can use. I should have a pile of stuff over here. Yeah, here we go. All right. I'm back. All right. Let's see what, all right. Got some cards. Beloved Princess. Fortifying Positions. It did note. Oh, here we go. Here's a regular one. It did notice that it was a. Oh! It did pick it up. See, I didn't realize this, but oh, I don't know what just happened to the app. All these things are spinny. But if we look at Arden Vale Tactician Dizzying Swoop, it says it's collector's number 273, whereas this one is 5. I didn't notice. I didn't pick up on that. So it did correctly ID it. All right. So can you? No, that's not working. Okay. So that's 5. Has a different collector's number than this. So that's awesome. Yeah, see, that one's 273. All right, so it did hit it correctly. So that one we know is good. We're gonna just put that stack of cards. I just had a, I know, maybe I just grabbed the one. No. No, where did I put that? Oh, there. All right, put that out of the way. Okay, so Arden Vale Tactician is good. Terror, 10th edition foil. Yeah, I think it hit all these. Oh no, I set all of them as being foil. There's like an option that says default, where you can kind of force it to default to these things. And so that was, how do I get back to that? If I hit back, okay. Yeah, so there's a setting. Oh, I didn't have it on. I think it figured out that all of them were foil. But yeah, you can force it to say, here, this is what I should have done. I just turn on this that says, hey, all these things are foil, and it'll scan them all as foil. But I think it picked up on it anyway. So let me check real quick. It says it's foil. It's turned on. Oh, see, no, okay, yeah, that's a good thing. Okay, so it knew that that's a good, all right, so I'm glad I checked that. So the cap size, which only is a foil printing of the card, foil is turned on. And I bet the Ramen Up Excavator is the same, but if you look at the Brainstorm, foil is not turned on. So that was kind of operator error. So by hitting that toggle right there, it's gonna know, okay, that's foil. And so it's gonna turn it on. It's gonna mark it for that. If I'd had foil turned on, they would have scanned correctly. Same thing with the Terror. So it did get the cards correctly. Now, the Ardenvale Tactician, it also didn't know it was foil. So, because some of the showcase printing isn't by definition foil. So that kind of makes sense. So I'm gonna mark that as foil. And then the Ramen Up Excavator, it did get it as foil because there's no non-foil printing of that draft day promo. And Colossal Dreadmaw, again, yeah, it needs to be marked as foil. So overall, I'm still pretty happy with the app. That was something I knew that was an issue with it because I was playing around with it a little bit the other night. Oh, hey, there's somebody actually watching. Cool, welcome. I'm just using Delver Lens to try and test scanning some cards, and then I'm going to try and import those into a website because I'm trying to figure out how I want to do my collection management. So if you have any questions, feel free to ask in chat. Hopefully I'll see it. All right, so now I have a good test set of 6 cards, and I want to try to import those into a website. So the website I've historically been using a lot has been deckbox.org, but I want to play around and try and use a different website for collection management. So there's a couple that I want to try, but the one I want to start with because it looks decent is AetherHub. So let me turn that window back on. There we go. Okay, so this is me logged into AetherHub. I just created an account. It's a free account, but this is one of the ones that it's not all free. So they have like paid tiers, but the different tiers were fairly reasonable on this. I think so. I might actually be getting it confused with something else. I'll have to see. But the first thing I had to do was go into the collection, my collection, and create a collection. And I think with this one, there's like a limit to the number of binders I can have with the current free tab. All right. Well, oh no, it was under Manage, Community, Collection, Manage. That was what I had to do. So once I created my account, I went under Collection, Manage, and then had to add one. Okay, yes, that's right. Okay, so I was right. So they have like a whole subscription thing going on here, and I don't begrudge them that. I'm cheap, but not everyone is, and they've obviously worked really hard on this website, and they deserve to be compensated for it. So good for them. I'm just a basic user right now, and so this is what it gets me. Unlimited public decks. Not sure I care about that. That's probably cool. I haven't played around with that. This is what's relevant to me. 1 card collection and 2 card binders. Some of the other websites they cap the number of cards you can have at the free tier, which is something I just didn't want to mess with because I mean if I really like it, then I'm going to be putting a ton of cards in it. So also I can't remember if I mentioned before, but the Delver Lens that I'm using, I'm on I haven't paid for it, but I'm still on the free 15-day trial it gives you when you start. So for me, 1 card collection is all I really need, and the 2 card binders is probably fine. I don't know if I have a need for those. Maybe I'll use those as a proxy, so to speak, for my cube. So I could make one of the binders like all of the cards that are in my cube, and the other one the actual cube. which is kind of what I've done with Cube Tutor. So another part of this is I'm maybe going to try and use Cube Cobra instead of Cube Tutor, but I'm not there yet. First thing I want to get squared out is the scanning all my cards with probably Delver Lens. I mean, they have their own card scanning app on here that I saw, collection card scanner. I didn't play with this one. Maybe it's fine. Hellvault is kind of a cool name. Oh, it's only iPhone. So if you have an iPhone, that's probably great. But is that in my notes? But Delver Lens is Android and iPhone, so that was another reason that I went with that. Yeah. EtherHub Hellvault is iOS only, as is Decked Builder, which is another one of the ones that I dug up. And if you have any suggestions for tools and utilities you think I should try, definitely just leave something in the chat. I don't know what just happened with the chroma key there for a second. It got really wonky. All right, so my collection, oh wait, all right, so cancel that. I don't need two windows open. So there's my collection. All right, I guess it set is selected collection. I assume it is. I don't know how that's else could be possible. Back here to my collection, and if I want to import, so they have this example formatting like this. And okay, so this is a little disappointing because, all right, so this looks good that you can add them to, you pick which things you want to add it to. So I could import something as for my wish or trade list or what have you. Own trade, which is like a huge step up on Deckbox. Like the UI on Deckbox around how you have to add the card and then manually say what status it has was always driving me nuts. I think that's a terrible UI thing. This looks better. All right, so let's see if I can get this to work. How am I going to do this? Okay, I think the first thing I want to do is log into EtherHub on my phone, and I'm going to go ahead and do that before I reveal the screen, just because I don't want to take any chances that someone can see me type it in my password, because that would be a bummer. All right, am I logged in? I appear to be. My collection. No, I am not logged in. Am I? Oh, here we go. I thought that was a log out button. It was in fact a log in. All right, logging in. All right, okay. Oh, I have a notification. Nope. Okay. All right, so all right, I have the same UI here on my phone. I'm sure if I put any effort into it, there would be a way for me to show you what's actually on my phone and share that, but I'm not going to do it. It would probably just come back and haunt me anyway. So, I really like the aesthetics of their thing too. I'd much rather support them by like a T-shirt or I got to show this too. This was really cool. By buying their merchandise. Yeah, this sweatshirt is hot, man. I am like a hoodie fan. It's evidenced by what I'm wearing right now. But I mean, that is like a slick looking hoodie. And it looks high quality too. Yeah, that thing looks sweet, man. I like it. And they've got, I'm not paid by these guys or anything, by the way. Just throwing that out there. I just think it's cool. I think that's a sweet looking playmat too. So they've got some good design chops. Whoever did this, I think I like it. All right. So let's see if I can. All right. Okay. So I'm back on. So I'm back in Delver Lens. So let's. All right. So I'm gonna change this name to import test. Okay. So that I think is going to affect the file name and whatnot when I go to actually export it. Click this. Let's see, copy text to website, create CSV file, save images, create Delver Lens file, sell to Card Kingdom, buy from Card Kingdom, buy from TCG Player. All right, so there's some options here. Let's see, copy text to website. What does it give me here? Okay, so now I'm gonna like select the fields that I want. And I think it defaults to name, which matches, so it should be quantity, name, and then like edition. Edition code. All right, so we'll say, oh, there's 3 options for edition code here, which I was kind of confused by. Parentheses, braces, and then it just itself. So in the example that they give on the website, they use square brackets. The NTGA list has the parens. So we're going to do this, edition code. Order, quantity, name, edition code, which appears to be correct. I feel like this isn't going to get that we have foil status. I really don't see this is figuring out, is noting that we have foil status. In their example, I'm going to turn it back on, that I'm looking at on the website, does not give an example of foil. Export. All right, well let's go the other way here. Let's see what happens. So they have an export function, right? So let's add a card. Let's say I own Brainstorm, which you just saw me. Okay. And what is all this business? Oh, okay, so here I can set the edition. Oh, you're kidding me, it doesn't, does this not track foils? Oh no, that's what attributes gotta be. Okay, so I have the conspiracy version. Okay, so conspiracy, it's in US, sure it's near mint, I own one, I'm not gonna trade it or wishlist it. Attributes, it's foiled. All right, great. Oh, you can set multiple ones. Save. All right, so that's my foil Brainstorm that you just saw me scan in. I got all that stuff taken care of. And what's another one of these that's likely to? All right, well let's just start with that. Okay, we'll keep it simple. We're gonna export that. So there's only one card right now. Export. All right, so export in DexBox form not yet available. That I don't care about. So they have their own CSV format, text or export text. Let's see what export CSV EtherHub looks like. All right, so that's going to go in my downloads. Fine. Oh, you can't see that. All right. Oops. Oh my God, it's trying to open it in Excel. That was a mistake. I regret everything. All right, quit Excel. I should have known better. All right, I'll just bring up a terminal real quick. Oh, cool, I have one viewer. You're still there. Thanks. Thanks, bud. All right. All right, I'm gonna have to add another window for you guys to so you can see this. It might not be super visible. Cancel. Okay, there you go. So Aether Hub. Well, that's not super promising. What the frick? Why is it a... What? Oh. Alright, so Les was freaking out, but this is fine. Alright, count, trade list count, wish list count. I don't know if you can read see it, I'll read it off. We have count, trade list count, wish list count, name, the Aether Hub card ID, set code, CNS, conspiracy, multi-VC ID, MNG, Skyfall ID. So IDs from a bunch of things. Near mint, foil, which is just set to 1. Okay, so foil is next to language. So English in 1. Alright, so that I'm not a huge fan of. And it didn't even look like the import. Oh, upload or CSV file. Okay, so if we do export as that, and I bet if I wonder how sophisticated they are. Does it need all the same columns, or as long as the column name matches, it'll be fine. Yeah, I mean, if you're in Python and you're reading a CSV and you're treating each one as a dict, then it'll probably work fine. But if you're expecting exactly that number of fields, it's probably not going to work. Oh, you can't. All right. Go over there. Yeah, cover me up. That's fine. All right, so now we're going to export as text. So let's see what text looks like. Okay. All right, so export it as text. Cool. All right, come back, bring you back. See what we're dealing with here. I don't know why I'm sharing individual windows instead of just that screen. That would have made a lot more sense. All right. If I do that, is it a little easier to read? There we go. Cat text. All right, so that does not capture foil status. So that's super disappointing. I'm gonna add another card. Just to see. Add cards. Colossal. What is spelling? All right, I'm gonna add Colossal Dreadmaw. We're gonna edit it so that it's you can't see this, but don't worry, I'm just gonna do it really fast, make it foil. Save it. Great. Let's go ahead and export as text. I just want to, kind of curious here. We'll go ahead and overwrite the same one that we just, yeah. Yep. Then replace that. All right, I'm clicking replace. All right. Yeah. So, yeah, it definitely doesn't mark it as foil, and it's definitely foil on the website. I don't know if you can see my mouse. I guess you can't see my mouse. I didn't think about that. That's kind of weird. I can see my mouse. All right. Well, I don't like this. It does not seem to be a way to... Yeah, there doesn't seem to be a way to mass edit foils. Okay, so let's do what we maybe should have done in the beginning, which is, okay. First of all, I'm going to remove that window so you can see what I'm doing. All right. Aether Hub import foils. Somebody's had to have run into this before. Oh, now I'm getting none of this is actually what I want. Yeah, this is not helping me, bro. Yeah, let me see the cache range. All right. Oh, that's a good idea. All right. Kind of disappointed in this. All right. We haven't even tried to actually import the Delver Lens stuff. I mean, it's just straight up. I can't even export import from their own site. Also, these prices are inaccurate, man. Because foil brainstorm is definitely worth more than 79 cents. That's the unfoiled price. Let me try refreshing. Yeah, that's a bug. That's annoying. Alright, maybe I need to update my notes. There does not... Well, no, the CSV... We'll come back to the CSV. Maybe we can get the CSV to work. Alright, so... But I'm just going to put a note. Can't import foil status, question marks. All right. How do we want to test this? All right, well, we have an example for what it looks like. So count, name, yeah, they would never update the site to support Delver Lens because they've got their own card scanning thing. And they have presets too. All right, let's try this. Okay. Presets. Tapped out inventory, Archidect, Deckbox, Deck Stats. Echo MTG, MTG Goldfish, MTG Stand, Puka Trade, Quiet Speculation, Tapped Out Decks, Tapped Out List. What is a tapped out list? Is that it? Alright, I'm just going to make a quick note of that. Something I want to check out. Tapped out list. Alright. And is MTG Stand one of the ones I looked at? No, I don't know what that is. Alright, what is MTG Stand? Let's take a look at that. Oh, hey! I just saw this. Have you looked into Archidect for collection tracking? That's what I use for deck building. Hey, thanks for asking a question. I did. And I really, really wished it would work. There's two issues I ran into with it. So one is you can't import foil status into it. And that was something I actually emailed the creator of Delver Lens and said, hey, I tried to import into Archidect and it didn't work. And is that one of the ones on here? I can't even remember. Yeah, Site Archidect. And I was like, hey, I tried to import in there and it didn't capture foil status. And he said, that's actually like not a bug, but that's just not a feature that their import mechanism has. You can't do it. I wanted to reach out to the Archidect creators to see if they would, maybe change that. But when I was playing around on the site, I realized that, oh wait, do they have a concept of a collection? I thought they were deck only, but maybe that's wrong. Okay, yeah, I was gonna say the other reason was that um, they only support decks, no collection support. But maybe I'm wrong on that. Let me turn off this window for a second while I log in. Okay, you might be right. Is there a way? Well, so one of the issues, one of my requirements is that I have a lot of foils, and so I want to be. It's going to be a pain if after I import everything, I have to go back through and mark which things are foils. So if there's a way that I can get an output from Delver Lens, even if I have to do something to the output myself before I import it, that's fine. But I was under the is an option in the CSV import. Okay, all right. So this is looking promising. Does so the Maxar? I used to work for a company called Maxar. That's funny. It only had one X though, so it's not nearly as magnificent as your username. The foil variant, yeah, the Maxar says foil variant is an option at the CSV import. All right, so I'm going to log into the website then and play around with it. I created my account last night, which means I've almost certainly forgotten what the login is. Oh, I'm in. Okay, let me share that window then. All right. All right, this is cool. Shop. So you had, all right, so probably this is what, under add? Edits. Formatting example. Where are you seeing this? Check, view, sort, edit, rex, export. Click your username on the top right. Okay. Then card to collection. Okay. All right. Paper. Yeah. So I have nothing added. Oh, import. Oh, hey, I see it. Thank you. Okay. File, import. Oh, wow. This is really sweet. Yeah. Okay. Import on the top left. File type CSV. Number of columns and what they are. Oh, hot dog. I like this. Advanced options. Skip the first line of CSV column labels. That's fine. Wait a minute. How do I add? You said there was a way to. Oh, 4 columns, set code, foil variant. Nice. Okay. On or off the columns. Okay, so quantity, name, set name, foil variant. Okay, I can definitely get. All right, dude. Thank you. This is a hotness. I'm excited. All right. Add the quantities together. Yeah. Default condition, your mint. Default game paper. This is perfect. This is what I want. I don't think they have any. Okay, I was wrong about this. All right, so let's get this to import correctly. Thank you so much. This was a huge help. I really appreciate it. All right, I'm psyched. All right, let's see if we can. All right. How do I want to do this? I'm just let me log into Archidekt on my phone. Let's try that. And I'll just try and do everything on my phone, because otherwise I'm gonna have to do something where I like send it to myself or something like that, which is slightly more work than I feel like doing. So I'm gonna leave this up, and I'm logging in on my phone. Log in. Yes, remember me. Great. Okay, let's see if I can get back to where it was. All right, my card collection, import, file upload. All right, great. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and turn off the window, see if I can't get this thing working. All right, so what's going to happen? Okay, so right now we're gonna do, all right, so right now it's just, all right, quantity, name, addition, and FOIL. Okay, so the output, I don't know if you guys can see this at home. So it says the order is going to be quantity, name, addition, code, FOIL. I'm actually going to change the addition to, okay, so theirs has set name, but is addition, all right, set code. And okay, I'm going to change it from in parens to just code. Okay, so this matches, does it turn off the foilness? Quantity. FOIL. Oh, so now it's not quantity, name, FOIL. Okay, I'm going to turn off FOIL and then put FOIL back on. Okay, so quantity, name, addition, code, FOIL. All right, so we're good there. I'm not going to do a preset. And so then, and I think, I forgot how I got to this page. I think this isn't the, I don't think this is file. I think this is copy is the workflow I'm on. All right, so I'm going to click this. All right, so it copied it to ClickBox. Oh, did it do the DeckBox format? And it tried to take me there? All right, because that was what the preset that was selected? All right, so let's go back to Architect. Is there a way to, oh, text import, okay. All right, so this doesn't look like it supports FOIL. Okay, so the text import thing I don't think is going to work. All right, we're going to go back to here, and we're going to try to export as a CSV and see if that works. I think that's probably what I should have done. All right, create CSV. Preset. So just say all fields. Oh, no, what the heck? All right. All right, this will unselect everything. Okay, no preset is all right, so this should work. All right, no preset is selected at the bottom here. I don't know if you can see it. And the separator is listed as a comma. So coming back up, we're gonna do, in order, we're gonna do quantity, and then name, and then set code. Wait, they don't call it that. They call it addition. Okay, but addition code. Okay. And lastly, FOIL variant. All right. Great. Fantastic. All right, and I'm going to click what I assume is the download button. So we've got a share button and a download button. We're going to try download. Preparing cards. All right, so it downloaded something in my downloads directory. Now we're going to come back here and go back to, all right, file upload. CSV is the type, number of columns 4, quantity, name, set name. We're going to change set name to set code. And the 4th column is going to be FOIL variant. Okay, so that matches what I exported. So number, Sol Ring, C13 normal, that looks right. Drag your file here or click to select a file. Files, all right, I'm just going to take this away for a second just in case there's something you're not supposed to see. Images, no, where would this be? Recent import test CSV 1141. Okay. Yeah, there's maybe other stuff here that's sensitive. Okay, it's not sensitive. It's pictures of my kids, but not for you, internet. All right. So I selected import test CSV, which is what it named it as. I'm going to upload it. All right, I clicked upload. Did anything happen? All right. It said something. What did it say? it does not appear to be uploading. All right, so that's kind of a bummer. I can't read what error it's throwing. Let me try hitting it again. This could take a while. Huh. All right, yeah. Okay, definitely not working. How are we going to do this? I'm going to email it to myself, and I can edit it on the computer, and that'll... This is not ideal, but at least it'll help us narrow down what might be going on here. Give me a second. All right, so I'm just going to Gmail it to me. Import test, attach it. I feel like we were so close. Come on. This has to work. Sending. All right, you guys won't be able to see. Hopefully you can't see that. Yeah, okay. Oh, you don't need to see that. Okay. All right, we're going to download this CSV. Yeah, I could have put it on Google Drive, which would have made things ever so slightly easier. All right, we're back. We're back. We're back. All right. So let's. Why did I get rid of terminal instead of just making it disappear? Oh, you think it might have worked? Oh, so did I just import that like 50 billion times? That seems quite possible. All right. Oh! You're a genius! The Maxar coming through again. Yeah, it worked 4 times. Okay. Fantastic. Yeah, that's fine. I can go ahead and fix that manually. Okay, so did this work? All right, so Colossal Dreadmaw came through as the M25 foil printing. Ramming Up Excavator. Okay, so this is wrong. The image, is the image or the edition wrong? Hour of Devastation promos. Oh, you can't see what I'm clicking on. Okay, sorry. Let me turn that back on. Sorry. The drama is lost. Okay, we'll start over. Rewind. All right, so let's check this out. Colossal Dreadmaw showing up as the correct edition. It's the M25 printing. That's what I got. So that's awesome. Man, the Maxar. I'm so. In the back of my head, I had a split-second thought that. What if it's actually just doing it correctly? I should check. And then I just like assumed it wasn't. And you came through, man. I appreciate that. I salute you. You're the real hero. Colossal Dreadmaw coming through correctly. Also, am I blowing out my audio? I'm using a different mic from the one I normally use. I'm using the overhead camera, which you can probably not really see. And it's getting very red. So apologies if my voice is even more annoying than usual. Oh, great. As my voice cracks and I go through second puberty. Colossal Dreadmaw. Okay, back to drum roll. All right, Colossal Dreadmaw, M25 edition. That was what we had, so that's sweet. Correct. Check. Next up is Ramming Up Excavator. So the mouse over is showing it incorrectly. However, if we hit it here, Hour of Devastation promos. So I'm going to assume that that is the correct one. We'll come back and double check it. Arden Vale Tactician, Dizzying Swoop. Okay, so this did not come through correctly. It did mark it as foil, but it definitely tagged the wrong one. I assume. Unless it just doesn't have the right one. Okay, so we'll put that in the kind of wrong pile. We'll figure that out. Because I can't remember if you were around when I scanned it, but this is the one that I scanned in Delver Lens. And in fact, I'm just gonna check something real quick because I did go ahead and so import test. Oh, okay, so that's not entirely its fault. Here, let me share this just real quick so you can see what I'm talking about. Um, uh, I should come back to this, but just so you can see. So this is actually the CSV that it generated, and Ardenvale Tactician Dizzying Swoop. I mean, it's just using the standard Throne of Eldraine name. Like the only way you would know that that's a different one is if you hit the collector's number in it, because that's how it was recording it. Remember, I wasn't sure. I don't know if you were watching, but I had to double check between the two because even in Delver Lens, it just shows up as the same card. The only way you would know it is by it gives it a different collector's number in Delver Lens because they actually have two different collector's numbers. The regular one has a collector's number of 5. I don't know if you can see it down there if it's going to focus correctly or not. But that's 5, whereas this one, 5 of 269, and this one shows up as 273. Yeah, that's not going to work. If you want to see it, I'll throw it. I'll turn off the stuff and use the overhead camera, which is better. But just so you know. All right, so those two are iffy. Okay, and then all the other ones are pretty standard. So it's just this weird business with the Eldraine one, and probably that could just be a bug in the UI that it's being weird like that. Okay, so we'll turn you off. Come back here. All right. Oh, it's sold. So yeah, maybe Delver didn't use that code. So Delver's using the wrong code. This could be a Delver problem then, because we can test that really easily. All right, so I don't know if, yeah, you should be able to see it now. So it says that. So I'm gonna copy import test2 to import test. All right, copy import test2. Let's go ahead and edit it. And you said it's celled. So let's we'll change it. All right. Let's go ahead and import that and see what we get. File upload. All right. Quantity, name. I wonder, another option too, I'll have to remember to check is if this doesn't work, use set name instead of set code, because maybe I should be able to check it on here actually. No, it still says Throne of Eldraine is the set. It doesn't say Throne of Eldraine Collector or anything, Collector's Edition or something. All right, so set code, and then we need to give it that sweet fourth column of foil variant. Yeah, that looks right. Okay, I'm going to select the file. We're selecting downloads. Import test2 CSV. Should be good. Upload. Great. Okay. Oh, look at you. Excellent. Yeah, so this is, I think, a bug on Delver's side, where it exported it with the Eldraine code instead of the, yeah. Yep. Okay. All right. So that's good to know. All right. So that's where that issue is. I'll email the creator. He seemed pretty responsive and seems like a nice guy. So yeah, I think that's probably what's going on. I didn't see an option under. Let me just to do quick due diligence here. I'm going to check on the app for if you go to export. Is there a okay? So I should. All right, I'll go through the other ones, but I'll try it again using addition instead of addition code. No, I don't think it's going to do it. And I don't see anything here that's like addition long name or something like that, which could maybe do it. It does have options for Scryfall ID and TCG Player Product ID. Now maybe Scryfall. Oh, maybe double doesn't need. And for the remote exit, there is 2 different versions of the Hour of Devastation for 2 different dates. Hour of Devastation promo. Only the Scryfall differs. Use that. Okay. Oh, I see what you mean. Oh, so it's doing. So there's 2. All right, I see what you mean. Yeah. Okay. So there's 2 promos. There's the pre-release promo, which is what it's using instead of the draft day, the draft weekend promo, which is the one that I owned. Okay, this was a really good test set, so it's uncovering all sorts of weird corner cases then. All right, so that's pretty good. Can I import and use Scryfall ID? Because if you can import and use Scryfall ID, then forget everything else. The only thing that you should be exporting is a Scryfall ID, and that would be fine. Scryfall ID. Yeah, okay. So let's, yeah, just use that. Yeah, forget everything else. Anything else is just details. All right. So, all right, clear. I'm gonna clear the collection. This is irreversible. Delete my collection to confirm. Delete my collection. That's a good UI for doing this kind of a thing. Okay, we're clean. So now I'm gonna switch back over. Oh, you can't see anything I've been doing. I left the damn terminal up. I'm sorry. Okay, well I'm gonna turn this off too. All right, so I'm back in the app. I'm gonna try to export to CSV, and the only thing I'm putting in there is, all right, is Scryfall ID. That's absolutely it. I'm gonna download it. All right, it saved it in the downloads directory. Cool. I'm gonna hop over to the website. We're gonna import a file. Recent. Okay, so my phone just lets me have 2 files with the exact same name on them, and it's keeping track of them differently. I didn't know it could do that, so that's interesting. I'll choose the more recent one. I'm gonna click upload. All right, I don't know if it actually flashed or anything, which is a little disconcerting. All right. Oh, these lines didn't match the number of columns that you provided. Oh, I'm still on this. Okay. I gotta fix this. All right, number of columns. 1. And that is Scryfall ID. All right, let's try it again. Upload. All right, didn't get an error. We're gonna go back to the website. Let's see if this worked. All right, what do we got? Drum roll. All right, okay, so it's something imported. It did not capture foil status. All right, so foil status is not listed. Colossal Dreadmaw. Okay, so Scryfall gives me the right cards. It does not correctly. So Scryfall ID is not a foil status indicator. That it is not. They must not. Yeah, I think you're absolutely right. Okay, so let's do this one more time. All right, first, all right. I'm going to clear it again. All right, let's do it. Okay, so that's clean. All right, we're going to turn this off. All right, got the phone back. Go back to Delver Lens. Okay, so Delver Lens, we're going to give it Scryfall ID and foil. Okay, great. So it's a CSV with 2 columns, Scryfall ID and foil. I'm going to go ahead and download it. Great. And great. I'm losing my train of thought here. Come back here to Architect, number of columns 2, and the other one is foil variant. Great. I'm going to select the file, which is the third version of the same named file. Click upload. All right, it looks like it worked. Let's come over to the website and go ahead and refresh. Let's see what we got. All right, so we have the correct number of cards. We got 6 cards. Foil status is set. Looking good, looking good. All right, let's check this. Colossal Dreadmaw is the foil M25 version. What we have here, sweet. All right, Ramanup Excavator. Yes, checks out. It's the Draft Day promo version is showing up. This is awesome. All right, all right. Ardenvale Tactician. Let's see what we got. Yep, foil version of that. And what's up next? Okay, Conspiracy 2 Brainstorm. All right, so that's that. I picked that one because there's a lot of editions of it. It's about a $6 card. Okay, that's about what I paid. And lastly, Capsize. Yeah, excellent. All right, all right, all right. I guess there's one more test I should do. I should try importing a non-foil card just to confirm that how it marks not foiled is somehow not weird. If that does that make sense? I'm not sure that makes sense. Yeah, like, because what if it? Yeah, I just want to check to make sure, because if it's like when it says, like, it could. Delver Lens could say when it exports a non-foil, it could say non-foil, and then yeah, okay, and they're expecting 1, and it's saying not foil or something. So to go ahead and do that, I'll go ahead and turn this off. I actually don't think I need to do anything particularly crazy here. I'm back in the app. I've got. Do I have a list of anything that does it? That no, those are all foil. Did I scan anything that's not a foil? That's a foil. Yeah, I think everything I've scanned has been a foil, so I should probably not do that. All right, we'll just create a new one. Let's see and go. Okay, so I'm back in the app. As you can see, it's not in auto scan mode. You hit play to do that, and I haven't turned on assume foil for everything, which you kind of do need to do when you go to do the scanning. When I scanned those original 6 cards, the only ones that it did mark as foil were the Invocation and the Draft promo. All the other ones, despite being foil, it didn't mark it as such. So, I mean, it's only going to do it if it's a solely foil printing, is my suspicion. Maybe it can detect when it's foiled, but it's got to be so hard to differentiate that versus glare, especially when, like, I mean, these are all in KMC Perfect Fits, which I'm under fluorescent lights. They're glary as heck. So, okay, so we're just going to go ahead and do a normal Ardenvale Tactician. So I'm going to hit play. All right, it scanned it. I'm going to hit pause again immediately. I ran into issues with it double scanning stuff previously. So that's this. So that's now this new list. We're gonna change its name to non-foil test. Okay, set. Okay, great. Now we're gonna go through everything that we just did. Create a CSV file. All right. It's remembering my settings, which is really nice. So it's just Scryfall ID and foil. So I'm going to download those. Downloaded it. Come back over here. I'm still in Scryfall. I'm saying Scryfall. I'm still in Architect. Click this. Click the file. Non-foil test. There it is. Upload. All right, looked like it worked. Let's go back to the website and see what it says. All right. Do a quick refresh. Okay, they're showing up as, all right, presumably this is import order. Yep. Yeah, okay, it's fine. I sort of thought it would be, but I figured since I'm since I'm doing QA for these things anyway, let's go ahead and do it. So, all right, I think we have a viable workflow then to go ahead and use Delver Lens for all my scanning. And I can do it in just as many as I wanted as a time, and it'll just keep them as these separate lists, which I kind of like. So if I get really ambitious, probably what I'll do is I'll create, like for my cube, I'll just go through and I'll be like, all the white cards, just do that and push that through, and then go ahead and do all the blue cards, et cetera, and do it like that. And bring all those in, so we can do that. And then, once I get my whole collection in, then I kind of like the idea of being like, doing it in increments of like, okay, I went to FNM and I did sealed, and these are the cards that I had, and so let's go ahead and just take all of those and put them in, and it'll at least in the Delver Lens aspect, it'll keep all of those in their own little thing. So I can always go back and see old sealed pools or something. It doesn't look like Archidekt keeps anything like that. So, all right, so I looked at a bunch of different websites around to try and see, what their different capabilities were, and they kind of are running together in my head here. But if we go back to here, so they have decks, but I don't think I saw people. I forget where search is. Like people doubling cube. Oh, that's an artifact, right? Okay, is that what that is? Double the amount of each type of mana in your mana pool. Oh, that's expensive. Weird. All right. EDH is a thing. All right, that didn't do what I thought it did. Recent decks, view all. Yeah, so you'll see people put their cubes in here, but they don't have native support for cubes, legacy-ish cubes. So here's somebody with their cube. All right, but it does. Okay, add to your collection. Blah blah blah. Blah. View, sort, X. All right. Maybe did I just lose the internet? Am I still streaming? No. Okay, I'm still streaming. All right, you'll have to make decks for, let's say, cube or sealed pool. Yeah. And I wasn't really paying attention to it, but all right, all right, this is having some issues. Okay, there we go. All right, stop everything. I'm out of water. Okay. Yeah, my laptop's having a little bit of trouble streaming and doing this. But if I come back to the import function, how did I get to that? Card collection, import, file upload. Now there's no way to upload it into a deck and my collection. Etherhub has that. So when you do, I forget where it was when I said this, my collection, at import, when you do import here, yeah, you can mark it. I guess that you could add it to a binder if I had binders set up. So that would be I guess if you had infinite binders or something. So there's, part of me is kind of like, you can import into a deck, then you can choose add to collection. How do you import into a deck? I didn't see a target. Oh, did I not save my... Oh, did I not finish the workflow there? Oh no, that was in a different tab. Is that what it was? So these are all these things that you said you can import into a deck, then you can choose add to collection. Oh, so I think I finally, okay, I'm like 5 minutes behind you. I think I see what you're saying. So instead of going to my collection, I would go to new deck, test import, deck format. All right, I don't even know what to say. It would be like seal. Is sealed even an option on here? Custom. Oh, it's got all sorts of stuff on here. Okay, sealed should be an option, but we'll say custom. Okay. Private deck, I don't care. Create deck. So text import. No, it's only letting me. It doesn't seem like you can do a. It doesn't look like you can do a CSV import into a deck. Yeah, I've only got the one deck. All right. You can import into and you choose add to collection. I see export. All right. So yeah. Okay. So if I had the stuff in here, then adding it to your collection would be pretty straightforward. That makes sense. Yeah. Indeed, I can't find import with CSV. Okay. So that might be fine if text import. See, I wonder if this is what. Okay, I wonder if this is what Delver Lens was trying to do with their export. Like if they're trying to export to a deck. Well, I can just try it. Let's see what it does. I'm kind of curious to see how Delver Lens is doing this. You got me curious now. All right, so let's. I don't even know how to. Okay, we're off of it. All right, let's go back to Delver Lens. All right. Go back to what am I doing? All right, so let's go to import test was the name of the one we were dealing with before. Okay, export, and so copy text to website. And I'm just going to use one of the presets. This is probably going to jack all this stuff up, but I'm going to remember what that is. That's fine. So the preset is for, so there's no CSV. I don't know if you can see this or not. There's no CSV architect. It's so hard for me to say that, but there's site architect. I suspect it's hitting the API endpoint for whatever's under the hood for the deck edit thing that we just saw. But that's just a guess. Okay, and I'm going to say, click the share, copied to clipboard. Let's see what happens. All right, we found 6 cards. Okay, so this is the workflow here. So it says import cards. We found 6 cards. Import to Sandbox, create new deck, add to your decks. All right, so this would be create new deck, deck name, test. I don't even know what to call this. Copy. CB for clipboard, deck format. We'll say custom, create deck. Okay, so it brought them in, but yeah, it didn't. Yeah, it's just picking like random versions of it, and that should be something that we can see come up over here. Yeah, so that, how do I get back to decks? How do I see my decks? Oh, probably under here. Oh, decks right there. Okay. My decks. Still learning the UI here. Okay, copy, test, CB. Yeah. Okay. So I kind of just picked rando editions for all these things. Collector's edition capsize. Why is that $38? That's bizarre. That terror is so sweet though, man. I wish there was a foil printing of the Ron Spencer art because that is sweet. All right, so if I were to request something, okay, so it would be nice if there was a way to import foil status into Architect, because I do like this ability to import the decks. Now, okay, so let me go back and just double check this. If I go to my collection, this is not imported into my collection. This exists in its own separate world, which is good. That's actually really good to differentiate between the two, because you might be building a deck that you don't have all the cards for, and you want to keep track of like what you want, and you don't want to like munge with your actual collection, which is like a fairly subtle intricacy, I think, of like how you would build a website around this. So I think they really captured that. There just doesn't seem to be a way to capture really additions. As near as I can tell, they're all right. No, it's fine. I understand why they're doing. It makes sense to have these as different workflows. It just would be nice if there was a way to like do a CSV import API endpoint for the deck creation is what I would request. So if they had that, presumably Delver Lens could then do a post request to that endpoint with the file. So yeah, okay, this is all fairly within the realm of reasonable. Okay, I'll reach out to the Archidekt people, see if there's something on here about importing a deck and capturing the addition of it. Actually, just out of curiosity, if I went back and said, if I go back to one of my decks, the one I just created, all right, what are my options here? Oh, that's reorder it. What are the options? Delete, make private, rename. Now I just want to click on you. Yeah, Archidekt is pretty sweet though, man. All right, is there an edit? Okay, there's export. If I export it, text, CSV. So you can export it as CSV. It does not allow you to do scryfall. Category? What is category? How do I make one of you? How do I make you foil actually? Oh, you're not. There's not a foil edition. Okay, this has a nope. That doesn't have a foil. Okay, this has a foil. All right, foiling, foil. Okay, yeah, that's fine. All right, so now it shows up as a foil. And if I go to export, oh, hey, thank you so much for hanging out, the Maxar. Really appreciate your help. I would not have made it as far as I did without you. So thank you so much and have a great evening. I'm going to log off in a few minutes too. I think I'm done for tonight. Take it easy. Cheers. Just want to do one last thing here and see about, yeah, if we go to, all right, so save. Oh, you got to actually click save. Good to know. Don't want to add it to my collection. Export. Quantity, name, category. Okay. It still doesn't, I don't see anything about like is foil, unless that's under category, which it didn't seem to be. Yeah, that's it. That's foiling. Okay. All right, well, we're gonna definitely set deck image to that because that's baller. Export. This is such a good website though, I really like it. Edit. Okay, so star F. Huh. All right, there might be a way to do this then. Now I'm curious. All right. So star F might be their syntax for foiling. So if I'm going to just copy this. All right, and if I create a new deck. Oh, you can do folders and stuff? What does that do? Oh, okay, cool. Why am I so inept at using this website? Okay, new deck. Deck name, test 2. Custom. Create deck. All right, so if I just paste in text import. All right, so that's exactly what yeah, save it. All cards have been found. Okay. Close. Yeah, it did capture the foiling. Okay, I think he might be wrong. All right, I'm going to email him back and be like, hey, I did some testing around. No, you still run into, oh no, it doesn't even matter. Okay, you can capture foiling status, but it still doesn't change the fact that it's not capturing addition. It's definitely, no, maybe that's, no, that could be that all bets are off. That it's quite likely that Delver Lens is not exporting it in a format that makes sense. So here's how we're going to figure that out. We are going to go back to my collection. Yeah, that's fine. Okay. And I want to, how do I add stuff to a deck? How do I select all of these and just add them to a deck? It also doesn't support want lists, but that's kind of minor. Oh no, we'll go to export. This is how we'll do it. How do I export it in a format that I can just create a deck out of it? All right, that doesn't matter. That doesn't matter. Okay, so here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go back to that deck. I'm going to edit it so that it matches exactly what my collection should be. And we're going to change all the additions. Okay. All right, Art and Veil with Tactician. And foiling is foil. All right, so that one's correct. And Colossal Dreadmaw, we're going to switch to, it's a foil. No, you're not for the Mystery Booster. Yeah, there is no foiling of that. Foil. All right. You are... Nope. Yes, there's two promos. That's a little confusing. Brainstorm, we're going to switch to Cold Snap theme deck. What did I get you from? What order is this? This is like a random ordering here. 5th edition, it's Conspiracy is what I got. Foiled. I kind of feel like edition should be above foiling, but maybe that's just me. Edition Amonkhet Invocation, it is foil. It only is foil. And then my terror is, oh, that's so pretty. 10th edition, X edition, something like that. 4th edition, revised, collectors, unlimited. 5th, collectors. What? Oh, is it Classic Sith? It's right in front of me. It's an X. What is the X? Is that 10th edition? Why? It's right in front of me. Why could I not see that? Ugh, that's such cool art. All right, sweet. All right, so we're gonna save this. It's kind of weird that it doesn't save it automatically, but okay. Cool. And now we're gonna okay, so if I go to edit, this is what it looks like. All right, and now I'm going to go to new deck, test from paste, custom create deck, text import. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Oh, it definitely mostly worked. All right, that Ramanup excavator is a tough one, but all the other ones worked. They came through. Yeah, there's just that problem that there's two promo Hour of Devastation promos. But you can't really help. That's a separate issue, I guess. But all right, interesting. All right, I'm gonna reach out to the Delver Lens guy and let him know what I found, and we'll see from there. Okay, cool. Thanks everyone for watching. Especially super shout out to the Maxar. Really helpful. I could not have gotten as far as I did without your help. And yeah, have a great evening. Bye.